Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here back with an OU Showdown live. I'm back from my honeymoon. I want to get right back into Pokemon. I missed it, but I had a lot of fun, and I'll talk about my honeymoon on stream. Maybe Marlene will join me on a few streams as well since she lives with me now. But we are going to do this OU Showdown live. My friend Teachable has been passing me Doublade teams for a little bit less than a year now, I believe, because she really loves Doublade and wants Doublade to be OU. Whenever Doublade is passed to me, O and U are always capitalized in its name. But I think it is a Pokemon that does have some use in the tier. Checking Lele and whatnot, checking Medicham is a pretty big one. And also when you couple it with Tapu Bulu, it gets rid of its ground weakness, which is pretty cool, or hinders that ground weakness. So let's just look for some games and play, and hopefully we can get some W's with the Blade right here. We got SD Doublade on the first team. Oh god, we have a Volcarona. And you already know it's about to be HP ground when I got nothing for that. But we have Sub Zygarde, which puts in a lot of work too versus him. But Sub Dragonite Zygarde, Mega Medicham with Ice Punch, good. AV Bulu, yep, and Fire MZ Trans. That's going to be really nice. Hello. Thank you, friend. Appreciate that. Now, my opponent, Mega Latios, is a little bit of a problem. My opponent's pretty weak to, I mean, how are you not weak to Medicham? Medicham just comes in and puts in work versus everything. I do have a few answers to Volcarona, but if it's Z, it's a little bit of a problem. I kind of want to get a T-Spiked immediately if possible. But I'm actually going to leave Medicham. As far as defoggers go, 3 potential defoggers. Yo, I want to just click Ice Punch immediately, but I don't think it's worth it, especially because any damage on Greninja helps out my my Bulu, my Zygarde at the end of the day. Now, based on his team, would this be Scarf? This could definitely be Scarf. If I were him, especially because I have a Bulu, I would either Spike here or U-turn. Because I have a Bulu, I'm actually gonna go for Ice Punch here. Yeah, like I said, I would have Spiked there or U-turned. Now, typically Spike is choice locked. I'm a little bit iffy about risking this, but I really want T-Spike up too. What is Nidoqueen's role in this game? It actually checks Magearna. Now, typically, like I said, Spike is choice locked. I'm gonna risk my Nidoqueen right here. Assuming he's gonna get up all 3 layers, and it's not Z, I'm gonna get up T-Spike because I think T-Spike is definitely worth it. Especially if he goes Lottie right now. So that T-Spike's going to be pretty huge for helping my Zygarde win the game. Now, Lottie comes in and it can easily go for the Psychic or Earthquake. Any attacker really wants to go for Ice Beam as well. Seeing as how Greninja is so low, like it's not actually as much of a threat, I'm going to go Bulu into Doublade. Doublade to hopefully lure out Landorus or Gliscor. And like I said, what I'm going for now is this this sweep with Zygarde. I think that Zygarde is my best chance. Another thing I could do right now though is actually go Heatran. The great thing about Tran right now is that it actually can just fire off a Fire MZ if it wants to, or I can get up my rocks. Now because of the terrain, Earthquake is weakened. I'm actually going to throw off an Inferno Overdrive. This could be Scarf just based on his team composition. Let me get on my rocks first. Force him to defog. It is Scarf, most likely, because it's faster than me and goes for U-turn. Force him to defog as he goes Lottie. Now, Lottie's an interesting one, too, because Lottie runs Psychic, Roost, Earthquake. Earthquake is definitely a threat to me and could have the defog itself. But I feel like if you got double spikes up, you're not going to do it. So I go to Blade, which actually covers the Greninja double as well, in my opinion. It covers that Greninja double just because Poison is going to put him in range of my Shadow Sneak. And also covered a potential Earthquake because it would take it due to the terrain. So we'll sneak right now, get rid of Gren. Great, I get up Spike and T-Spike. Awesome. Stealth Rock and T-Spike, which is going to be really nice for wearing down his team. I'm assuming it's Assault Vest Magearna based on his squad. Lando comes out, which is more than likely Scarf. It's pretty threatening, I'm not going to lie. If it wants to defog, it can. I don't want the Blade taking too much damage. We'll go Bulu. If he U-turns, great play. If he defogs or Earthquakes, fine by me as well. So I think what I can do here is actually double out to Medicham. I was expecting to catch the Latios upon switching, not the Volcarona. But I think that with the Grassy Terrain, unless Latios is running Draco, I don't think it could knock me out at the 96% I would be at by the end of the turn. fake out here. I am risking being burnt, which is a little bit problematic, obviously, but I don't think there's any way I can not risk that. And we'll make the Heat Ram play. I think Heat Ram's pretty expendable, considering Zygarde does its job, and if he goes for Inferno Overdrive or anything like that, Shattered Psyche, whatever, Poison will do the job on Volcarona. So, great. I avoided a Volcarona sweep, which is what I was worried about. Lottie comes out. I mean, this thing is still a giant threat to me no matter what. Let's taunt here. As the Earthquakes knock me out, that's fine though, because I get to get in my Doublade. Now, Doublade is going to be really crucial in this because it's actually going to be the mon that gets to deal with these two. And what I want to do is actually double out to Medicham. I didn't expect him to go Landorus. I didn't think Landorus was the better play. I think Gliscor was the better play. And Earthquake from Landorus does not do 80 to Medicham, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I can afford to go for Ice Punch here, but that's going to make me a little bit weaker to this. But that'll allow him to get in Gliscor, which means that maybe I can sub Dragon Dance up on that. With my with my Zygarde. I just gotta be careful because Gliscor is such a giant threat. I think the smarter play is to go Bulu. Let him Earthquake. As he goes for U-turn, which is still a good play. Had I Ice Punch there, I probably claimed the KO. I more than likely claimed the KO right now, but Nature's Madness as he goes for Psychic. This allows me to get into Blade. And just Shadow Claw. Now, the scary thing is, like, well, I don't know why he's not going Gliscor. I really don't. Especially if he's willing to sack his Landorus at any given point. Helps me out a ton. Earthquake won't do crap. I can't let him get in Lottie. I have to Toxic as he goes Magearna, which is odd because, I mean, that gives me... First off, I have a Nidoqueen, which does not care about that at all. But I don't want to take an HP Fire or a Volt Switch. I Toxic there, expecting the U-turn, but then again, like, he would have gone Gliscor, I guess, is his initial play. Goes for Ice Beam. Is this thing actually not Assault Vest? No, it should be AV. Yeah, that's AV damage for sure. So that's a free kill for my Medicham right now. And if he gives me Magearna, I'm still looking extremely weak to Lottie. So it's still not looking the best, but that's a free KO with high jump kick. Magearna goes down. Doublade still checks this. I have to figure out an opportunity to set up on you. And I think going to Blade right now to Shadow Sneak into Fake Out is my play. Yeah, I think going to Blade right now to Shadow Sneak into Fake Out is my play. It'll be the same thing if he goes Gliscor right now. I get him Medi, assuming Medi lives that. Does Medi live an Earthquake after 50? No way. Even a non-attack invested Gliscor should still KO me, but that's going to give me an Ice Punch KO after. The spikes were just annoying. Oh, I do. Haha. Clean. So we'll get a Medi and just get an Ice Punch kill. Yep. That was a high roll. What the hell? Yeah, some attack investment. If he sacks Gliscor, that's actually a pretty poor play. In my opinion, I think he sacked Lando here to get in Lottie. But again, if I want to try and win with Zygarde, which is how I'm going to have to set up on Gliscor, if anything, what he might actually do is end up sacking Gliscor, which, again, I would love that because you don't have a Shadow Sneak switching after you do that. And I'm pretty sure Lottie is in range of Sneak. I'm hoping anyway. If it's not, that might be Nell for the first game. I think you sack Lando here. You know what? Sack Lottie. Make it easier on me. Sacking Lottie would definitely make it easier on me too. So I think Lottie was always going to be tough to deal with no matter what. The team switching is Doublade, and Doublade doesn't have any recovery besides the Grassy Terrain going for it. But I definitely think you sack Lando here, get in Lottie. I have to stay in. Obviously, I can't switch due to hazards. Nothing comes in on Lottie's attack anyway, especially if he's running Ice Beam. He doesn't have to be running Ice Beam though. He could be Psychic, Earthquake, Roost. Defog is definitely an option because he has a Volcarona on the team. He sacks Gliscor. Don't know how I feel about that play, as I have to Ice Punch here, like no matter what. Roost is a poor play on my opponent's part. The Blade takes 2 turns of Spike, 325 attack. Is his Lottie running hasty or naive? That's another thing too. That might be the difference between winning or not. What is this? Oh my god. Oh, you calm mine. Get the hell out of here. The blade! Bulky Swords and set. Shadow Sneak does 34 to 41. That's not good. But if he is hasty, I'm a max attack, but let me just put that just so I feel better about myself. Hasty. Okay, even if he's hasty, the blade doesn't do it, but I have to go to blade anyway. Because this is my only opportunity to set up with Zygarde after, is if he throws away his Lando. And we're Swords Dance right now. That's my only play. If he wants a U-turn or HPI, he's predicting Zygarde. Because I get the Dragon Dance. Basically, I guess he didn't know the calc off the top of his head or didn't bother calcing it. But I have to Swords Dance here. Yeah, like I said, it was literally my play if he wants HPI's getting Zygarde, because Zygarde would be able to Dragon Dance up twice on that and win. So I think he put me in a win-win situation when he switched out with Lottie. The alternative was him not having Draco or Ice Beam, him just having Psychic, and what that would have allowed me to do was Dragon Dance up once, protect after, 1,000 arrows to knock out Lottie, protect on Landers, live a hit, 1,000 arrows, knock it out. But I think the end game from him could have been a little bit more smooth. First off, I think Gliscor should never have been sacked. I think he should have sacked the Lando, and then Gliscor would have just won the game with Lottie, in my opinion. But hey, we take those. So as you can see, I have more Doublade teams right here. Let's go and look for another one. Let's go through that one. That one's interesting. So that's like one of the issues that I've had with Doublade teams when I've been used, because I've used a bunch of Doublade teams in the past as well. My main issue was the recovery for Doublade is hard. Have fun. This one looks winnable though. Oh, thank you, friend. This one definitely looks winnable. Doublade sets up on Chansey forever. Weavile puts in a ridiculous amount of work being fast in his entire team. Yeah, it puts in a ridiculous amount of work. Couple that with knockoff Kartana, hell yeah. But yeah, we have AV Bulu, Weavile, PokeaimMD, Zygarde looks pretty cool too. With Stealth Rock lead Lando with Explosion, I'm actually gonna lead that. Perfect. So I get my rocks up immediately. This could be Scarf Lando based on his team composition, but if it's Scarf Lando, it's probably Z Lele. Also could be defensive Lando. I mean, it could be anything really. You don't really know based on it. His Intimidate went before mine, so he's more than likely Scarf, max speed. But I do want rocks up just to pressure him. I guess he's Scarf. Just to pressure him, especially with Weavile just being able to click knock off a bunch of different turns right here. I'm going hard, Weavile. He'll defog first. I don't think you go for a Z move right there. Yeah, exactly. And that should be a free knock. I would crash, but I'd rather knock off Magirna's item if possible. Assault Vest, I'm thinking. Yo, Crash is no drawback. Crash is actually no drawback now that I think about it. His Ice Resist is Magirna. It's going to do the exact same thing. So we'll Crash. Oh, drawback is it misses, I guess. But we'll go Lando. Assuming if he's not Ice Beam, Lando is the play. I'm assuming he's Assault Vest. Actually, he doesn't have to be because he has Chansey. He could just Ice Beam me right now. I kind of wish I hit that. Oh, good, because I can tell if he had max HP or nothing based on it. The Blade is going to be really nice in the late game too, but doubles up to Zygarde, which is cool because it gets me my rocks one more time. I'm not as worried about Zygarde because I do have a Bulu, but I guess if it's Z Zygarde, it could be annoying too. Does Explosion knock out Torn? PokeaimMD, whatever. Because if Explosion knocks out Torn, that's my play. Okay, that's 118. Do I want to play a game without rocks though? I mean, I love rocks in this game way too much. I just explode. If he wants to defog, I'll get rid of Torn. And that's one less Kartana switching. Like look at his Leaf Blade switchings now. So I think it was worth the trade. But that goes down. And I'm actually gonna make the Doublade play because Doublade deals with Lele, which I think can come in right now for free. I think Lele definitely gets to come in. Doublade at any HP will always be Chansey. So, and I have a switch into Zygarde. I have a switch into Mag. Well, not really. But I'm thinking Lele's coming out now. I would bring out Lele, is what I'm trying to say. So, even if Doublade takes 70% from Specs Lele Psychic, it's my play. Yeah, that's for sure the play. I'm Toxic right now. Especially if he goes Zygarde, this is amazing for me. If he goes Lele, this is great too. I don't think you go I think you would go Zygarde. I legitimately think you would go Zygarde. If he goes Chansey to get up rocks, it gives me an SD. So I can SD and then threaten with I would go for another Toxic. Yeah, I would have brought out Zygarde too. Please land. Like, this never lands for me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Zygarde now on a timer. He still hates Bulu. Like, he hates Bulu. Absolutely hates Bulu. Very nice double out to Mag, my friend. Very, very nice double out to Mag. But I would gladly take 50% off on you. Where's my Bulu? Okay, it's hiding in Grassy Terrain. Where are you, bro? Is it actually worth it to do that? I just have Ice Beam. Like, I'm going for the Leaf Blade sweep. I think you guys can see how easy it is to sweep him with Leaf Blade, which is why the explosion was worth it on the Torn. Again, having rocks would have made it even better. Hitting the Ice Crash earlier would have been nice too. I'm gonna Nature's Madness. As it turns out, he is offensive as hell, Magearna. Offensive as hell, but Doublade with the Grassy Terrain could take that. I get a nice 50% off on him, which is really cool. Actually, he could just be a little bit. Yeah, he's definitely off. So, as he gets in Chansey gives me a free Swords Dance, like literally a free Swords Dance, and he does not like coming in on this Pokemon at all. So we'll Secret Sword right here as he goes Lando. I love that he went Lando right there because I get off the chip I need on him for Leaf Blade. So I would gladly take that just to make it, just to put him in range of Leaf Blade for later. Like, as you guys can see, I'm clearly, I'm trying to sweep him with Leaf Blade. I've said that like 10 times, I think. We'll just Horn Leech right now as he goes Lele. Beautiful. Get the damage I need on you for an unboosted Leaf Blade as well. Lovely. Now, Moonblast should for sure come out. The Blade is still useful because it 1v1s Chansey no matter what. Zygarde comes in and gets a kill though with 1,000 arrows, so it's iffy. I think Weavile is the expendable member on the team. I think Weavile is just the member. Smart Strike also, he has 0 resistances to it, so he's gonna go for Moonblast here for sure. But that gets me Scarf Kartana. I don't have Smart Strike, unfortunately, but that does give me Scarf Kartana. This Kartana, excuse me. And I get to click Leaf Blade. I would have loved Weavile because, again, Icicle Crash has no switch-ins either, but as you can see, Scarf Kartana, he doesn't appreciate switching into it at all, like, period. So, especially with no terrain up, like, if he goes hard Magearna, it's not going to like it. Lando has been weakened, which is what I want. I'm faster than a +1. Yep, nice. Hey, go ahead and give him my Beast Boost. I'm faster than +1 Magearna. I actually think I knock it out as well with +1 Leaf Blade at 57. Kartana. Choice card. +1. There's no way. He's doing like 30, right? Ooh, 41 to 49, my god. The Blade is still useful. Can I win this game without Kartana is the question. It gets a lot harder right here if he sets up. The other option is going Zygarde into... Yeah, Zygarde limits to set up to 1. I can't go Bulu because I don't want to give him recovery. If he has Ice Beam, he has Ice Beam. Yep. I don't want... Actually... Was that a mistake? Was it? I couldn't let him Ice Beam there. I guess maybe Bulu was the play then. But I didn't want to give him recovery because Bulu would let me get in Zygarde, but he would also be able to set up on me. I'm assuming Doublade takes this. I have no idea what type of set he is. I might have messed up, actually. I just didn't want to give him the recovery. Once I get the +1 boost though in the Grassy Terrain, I should be good. Assuming I run Chansey once, and it's one time I run to you with a monophysical team. I didn't realize this is monophysical, or like a physically based team. Damage on you is nice. Getting my Bulu now. The Corn Leech. Oh, that's big. That's big, man. Sorry about that. That's huge. He gets just 1,000 arrows, to be honest. I think I lived that Iron Tail, but I'm not 100% because I'm Impish Bulu, if I'm not mistaken. These games are tough, man. I wish the Blade had recovery, man. I'd give it recover. Then again, Aegislash would have recovery if he did that. Very solid play, my man. Very solid play for sure. As long as my Bulu does live 1 Ice Beam from Mag, I think we win though. Which is what I'm going for, because then I can Leaf Blade through him. These games are so tough. Perfect. Gives me a Horn Leech. If he gives me Chansey, he gives me HP. Yeah, so it's like... %, got me back. Kartana takes too much from... No, Kart's the play. Because I can knock Chansey. I'm still out of range of Stealth Rock. I can knock Chansey so I can Leaf Blade through him. I go Bulu. I sack Bulu right here. Yeah, live rocks. If he doubles, it's bad for me, but I sack Bulu. I Nature's Madness. I win with Leaf Blade, I think. As long as he Size and Tosses here. He doesn't actually have to Size and Toss. Ah, nice. And that's game. I think. Because as long as because like this guarantee knocks out Chansey. Grassy Terrain, he can't. There's nothing he can switch into. Lando still gives me the. Actually, no, that was the play. That was the right play. I don't knock out. I mean, I can still crit with Leaf Blade, but yeah, that was the right play. Ooh, good game. I think hitting Icicle Crash earlier might have made the difference. Thank you, man. I think hitting Icicle Crash earlier might have made the difference. Don't know how much he would have recovered. Yeah, he wouldn't, because it would have been like, what, 30? That's offensive shift gear for sure. That was hard, though, for me to play. Like, I had no switch-ins to a Flash Cannon Mag. That was a fun one, though. That was a fun one for sure. How much does Weavile even do? Yeah, I think... But then again, he had to hit Iron Tail, too, versus me, so that was a big one. How much does Crash do? Wait, what? Crash does 30... What? Okay, I thought Crash did, like, 20. So, but yeah, it might have actually ended up mattering in the end. It might have actually ended up mattering in the end, but that's okay, whatever. I dodged Iron Tail. But even then, if he had less HP, I could Leaf Blade sweep earlier. I'm still enjoying Doublade, which is, I hope you guys are enjoying Doublade too. Alright, so we got another Doublade team right here. This one's really weak to Kartana. Oh, nice. He has a Kartana and Dragonite and Marowak and all these Pokemon that I do not want to see. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They just win versus me. That's fire. My God, they actually just win versus me. I have the Blade though, which is beautiful. I'm assuming you lead Magearna in this game. I'm still leading Sableye, like no matter what, because that gives me Heat Rend, that gives me rocks. Defogger, nice Volt Switch. Beginning Marowak now. Oh, just Lord Dragonite. Oh, okay, that's cool. Are you Sky Strike? It's definitely Dragon Dance. I'm gonna attempt a Willow right here in regular form because it's obviously. Please tell me I'm Prankster. I should be Prankster. I should be Prankster. I am Prankster. Prior to it. Sick. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we get the burn on Magearna, which is really nice. I always get in Heat right here because I can't risk him Flare Cannoning. Exactly. And that gives me Rocks, which is going to break that Dragonite's multi-scale. Awesome. Now, his Defogger is more than likely Kartana. Dragonite comes back out. I'm gonna go hard Lottie because if he Dragon Dances, it's a problem. His Defogger's actually that. Wow. Right, we'll dole it back out into my Heatran right here. Expecting him to not go Bulu necessarily, but I thought maybe Magearna. I'll live a superpower. I'll live one. This mon is actually a problem, so maybe I shouldn't mess with this, and maybe I should actually go for Magma Storm. But I'm assuming I'm assuming just based on that damage. That Bulu is AV. Yeah, this is way too much. So finally I can Mega Evolve and at least get my Sableye up there. But at the same time, look how much a problem Magearna is. And the thing is, Magearna are starting to run Energy Ball these days. So I'm a little bit worried that his actually is. Just a little bit. But we'll go Gastrodon. As he Flare Cannons, I'll take that. We're getting in Lottie because we don't want him going into his Dragonite if possible. Now, I mean, this still gives me Sableye, so I don't know how he's going to deal with this, per se, especially because it gives me a knockoff. It's going to be AV. It's definitely AV Magearna too. Hard Marowak on Sableye. Not sure how I felt about that either because you are weak as hell. He's actually incredibly weak now too, and the fact that there's no Grassy Terrain, like the damage I do on Magearna is going to be nice. This is Rocky Helmet? Yep. You don't need that. Cover off. I'll Foul Play because I don't want him going out into Dragonite. Very beautiful play on my opponent's part for sure. Are you going to knock off here? I mean, I get into Blade regardless, right? As he defogs. Now, initial switch into this will probably be Alomola, so I'm actually going to Toxic. Hey, okay, so I get a Toxic off on Alomola. I'm probably not going to have rocks up this game, but I'm actually tempted to try and 1v1 this Alomola right now because I do have Healing Wish. So I'm going to SD and attempt to, because I do have Healing Wish, so like I said, I'm going to attempt to 1v1 this Alomola as he burns me. Or as he soaks me, which is pretty cool. But the fact that he doesn't have the Sacred Sword or anything, or the fact that he doesn't have the Rocky Helmet is incredible. And that's just a free Shadow Sneak. So this is really cool because he's obviously going for that Leaf Blade, Bulu, Wood Hammer type of thing. So that's super cool. But that's really, really cool, man. That is so cool. That is super cool. Soak into Kartana type of thing. This guy didn't say crap to me. Like, damn, I wish he was a viewer of mine. That's really cool. Anyway. Swords Dance the Blade might just win the game right now, I think. If I am not mistaken. Assuming max HP, Marowak goes down because I don't want him Will-O-Wisping me. I am max attack though. Blade or Swords Dance. Marowak has that nasty habit of living every hit though, just barely. And I'm pretty sure, because I saw leftovers on it, he's max HP. Yeah, I'm just going to assume it's that. 72 to 85. I want to risk it. At worst, he burns me, but like at best I knock him out. Look at the terrain just drop too. Oof, oof, oof. The Blade, man. Hey, Teachable, I hope you're enjoying this. This might actually be the real Doublade sweep we have. Yeah, Flare Cannon doesn't do crap. I was thinking about Shadow Sneaking twice, but I think Sacred Sword into Shadow Sneak literally hit everything. That's a leftovers Magearna. I mean, like I said, Sacred Sword, excuse me, into Shadow Sneak actually hits everything. So, he goes Aloe, that's gonna drop, nice, no more Wish Passing from you, no more Soaking, Dragonite can come in an Earthquake if it wants to. I'll risk my Lottie right now. Oh, he's actually Dragon Hits, right? Bulu's definitely an option too. Ooh, it's annoying. Oh, I'm Swords Dance Grassy and Bulu. Oh, I didn't even realize that. That's fire. So that's actually incredible that I'm Swords Dance Grassy and Bulu. Now, I don't want him Smart Striking, and I'd rather not get knocked off there. I don't mind him defogging either because, like, I always get to get in my Doublade right now and get a little bit of chip recovery, especially on the Magearna. So that's really cool. So I get a little bit of recovery on my Doublade, which is again going to help it out in winning in the long run. And I can get in Gastrodon, and now he doesn't switch into Gastrodon basically. Like, Scald is so threatening. But I'll Toxic first though. I don't think he'd risk Kartana. As we do manage to land, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we can go Bulu and kind of, I think, claim one? I feel like we claim one with Bulu if I click my Z move. I'm pretty sure this is going to OHKO this Magearna, so I'm going to click it. Magearna should definitely go down. This is 394. I think Dragonite's going down too. This is Grassy Terrain boosted, so D-Knight going down is this is definitely knocking out D-Knight. Get the hell out of there. Nice. So D-Knight goes down. Beautiful. Cart comes out. Smart Strike? What are we doing here? Leaf Blading? Let's see. Swords Dancing. Ooh. I mean, Sableye literally loses to everything, so it is the most expendable member. I get in my Lottie and we drop a Draco. Yes, he does have 2 steel types, or 2 steel types and 2 fairies, but I always drop a Draco there. Because again, the Blade wins. Nice. There's no way your Smart Strike has your other move, so I will gladly click this max attack superpower versus your 0 HP Kartana. You could still be Z, but Lottie still eats a hit, so. Or not. Are you serious? Holy crap. Siri, nobody talking to you. I didn't expect.
I'm always serious.
Mother. Get out of my sight, woman. I'm always serious. Anyway, Doublade claims another one. And I think at this point I can win the game with just with Gastro into Bulu. Like, I think that Bulu, my SD Bulu wins. Because it's SD. Yeah, I think that SD Bulu wins the game. Especially because I'm max speed, so I definitely Swords Dance up here. That way I guarantee knockout. Magearna. And even if like Superpower is the best play, because if the second he sacks Bulu, there's no way you're max speed. Superpower is the best play because the second he sacks Bulu, Gastrodon won the game anyway. So nice. The Blade put in a massive amount of work in that game, and I'm really proud about that. Teachable, I hope you would like that too, because the Blade definitely put in some nice work. He had a cool team too. I have like no points, man. I gotta get back on the OU ladder grind. So let's go ahead and look for one more. This one has Muck now and Lottie. It's a little bit more offensive than the ones we've been using. I think he has PokeaimMD. I think this one has PokeaimMD Lando. Yep. AV Muck, another Gastrodon, Mega Latios, which is rising in popularity, and for good reason, and Scarf Gren, but no spikes, so I'm not quite sure how I feel about that either. Calm down, cancel. Where's Gungshot hits Bulu. We check Bulu decently well though with the Blade and Lottie. It hits Tapu Fini. Lele. No. Nah, Spike definitely worth it. Spike definitely better. At least for right now. I understand why Gungshot's there. Especially because OHKOing... Because OHKOing Lele is huge. But wow, Rockstar's good in this game. And Coco is pretty cool too. Now this is a Sun team. I'm not sure how we're going to beat this. Honestly, my Gastrodon walls a lot. I love Lando in this game too. Unfortunately, he loves Kyurem Black versus me. I could lead just Greninja and just U-turn into like Lando, because Kyurem Black is such a bad lead versus me. And bad, I mean, as in bad for me, not bad for him. Love Latios though, especially if that's Zard Y. I'm hoping it's Zard Y. Or it could even be regular Zard plus because of its ability. Okay, Doublade's Shadow Sneak is going to be key, but it's going to take a lot to weaken him. I'll lead Lando, attempt to get up rocks. Obviously, he has Double Spinner on his team, plus Defog. Well, 2 Defoggers, Coco and Charizard. But I don't know if Charizard would actually be... I've used Charizard as a Defogger on that Doug Trio team, so it might be. I'm trying to get another Doublade win. Yes, this is on your screen. This is a nice gift for Northeast for World Cup, man. Oh man, I love that. I'm sorry, I should have put that after the blade came through in that last game, man. Oof. Oof. I'm itching to play World Cup, man. I haven't played some serious hardcore OU, or I don't know if I'm playing DVP or OU, but in a minute. I definitely gotta, because with Blunder winning as well, I'm really like happy that he won his trophy. It kind of motivated me to do a little bit more, you know? Okay. Let me Earthquake here real quick. Get some damage off. As he goes for Will-O-Wisp, I do not mind because my next Earthquake will still knock him out. So I'll actually go for Stealth Rock here. He should actually switch. Continental Crush kind of covers everything, but if he wants to get up rocks himself, I don't mind. The burn on Landers sucks, but my Earthquake still knocks it out, dude. Isn't just halved? I'm gonna Crush right here. I don't want him going hard Charizard. I don't think it makes sense to go hard Charizard. Let me not Crush. I'll Earthquake again. As he goes Venusaur, yeah. I mean, Crush would have been a little bit stronger, but this is still my play. That did so much damage. And luckily, we do have a Muck. I don't want to go Lottie just yet because I think Lottie's going to be key in checking Charizard, so I don't want Lottie to take any damage, especially if he Growths or Solar Beams or does anything like that. That's just a free pursuit. Fire Punch actually hits everything. And this isn't as much of a threat because it's in range of the blade. I'd rather Fire Punch here because Extra Drill has potential to come out right there. And it knocks out Drill. So we keep our rocks up most likely in this game. And Alolan Muck, man. Oof. I forgot I'm max attack adamant on this thing. So that's Sun boosted. That's essentially, Choice Band right there. Kieran Black comes out. Lottie is less of a threat now. I'll knock you off. If you're Z, you're Z. I'm losing him on anyway, but because I'm losing him on anyway. Like if he's Z's right here. I'm keeping Gastrodon alive because it walls Coco. And Coco could be a potential threat late game, especially with my Scarfer being Greninja and not really having the best way of dealing with it. So we're going to knock right now as he goes for Earth Power. That does crap. Were you Z, my friend? Get the Poison Touch. He's definitely Z. 30% chance to poison, couple of blah, 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 blah. Whatever, knockoff is still always the play. So that's for sure Z. I need a little bit more damage on him. He's going for regular Freeze Shock, which I don't agree with. I don't like that play. Should I keep Muck alive? The Blade is going to win this game, man. The Blade is going to win this, yeah. I'll just sack this. I'll go down. I think he should have just clicked the Z move, honestly, to try and knock me out, because now he just sat Kyurem and like look at Lottie and look at his team, man. He hates Lottie so much. Let's Mega Evolve and click Psychic here. Go ahead and get my KO. I'm surprised he didn't go Torkoal, considering it lives rocks. Like, why not just go Torkoal besides going... Why would you go hard Charizard first? Especially when it's going to be... Where are my Pokemon? Especially when it's going to be so hard for him to revenge this Lottie anyway. And he's Solar Beam, not Giga Drain. So at this point, I see Doublade can win for sure. And I get a KO with Gastrodon's Earthquake. Come on. Come on, Z. I don't want him to be Twinkle Tackle. So I'm going to sack Lando right here. As he's just Dazzling Gleam, which does nothing. Alright, so guess he wasn't Twinkle Tackle. Click Earthquake. Get her KO. Knocks out... That does nothing. It knocks out Torkoal. He's Shucka Berry, but that shouldn't matter either. No, I wanted to sack Greninja for no reason, and No, he's Electrium Z. That would have killed me the whole time with the Blade. Alright, well, I mean, this was fun. The Blade obviously didn't get to do its thing, but it did have the opportunity to win this game. Torkoal was low, Venusaur was in range. Me knocking out Excadrill with Fire Punch was probably the big turning point as well. Like, I don't think he was ever going to be able to get rid of the rocks from there. Also, him going hard Venusaur allowing me to get Earthquake damage off on it after I got up Stealth Rock. Like, I would have sacked, I think I would have just sacked Torkoal, to be honest. Like, I don't think, especially because rocks were up and Torkoal was like at what, 29%. So your 4% Torkoal, yeah, it could get up the Sun, but you still have Charizard in the back. You still had the rock, which you had the Sun Rock, and the Heat Rock, and so you had enough turns, and it would have forced at least Lando out. But then you decided to go hard Venusaur, which automatically put it in range of a +2 to Blade, no matter what. But either way, I hope you guys all enjoyed this Doublade. It's more like, how do you say it? Like Doublade Showdown Live? I don't know. That's what the title's gonna be. But yeah, if you did, of course, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you so much, Teachable, for all the teams. They were very fun, for sure. And yeah, honestly, they were a lot of fun. I think the Blade is a really unique Pokemon that can work in OU because it does have some great stats. I mean, and great defensive typing as well, and offensive typing as well. And a Violet just boosting its defense reminds me of Mini Aegislash, obviously, because it is Mini Aegislash, but just not as broken. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, of course, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.